Hi guys, this is Digital Dreams. I just want to start with I'm not a financial advisor and I'm making these videos for you for entertainment purposes only, okay? Alright, so I'm just going to go through this article so you get a rough idea on what's happening, but I'm going to list actual government websites down below with links, and I'll also list this link as well for you guys to have a look at. Alright, so I'm just going to go through this. Government sneaks through APRA bail-in law but fuels anti-bank revolt. Under siege from erupting public opposition, the Turnbull government whisked its APRA crisis resolution bill through the Senate and into law on the 14th of February. Of Australia's 76 senators, only 7 were present when the government rushed the bill to vote, which passed on the voices, with no opposition of the Labor or Greens senators present. The process was hurried to ensure the senators who planned to move the amendment to stipulate the bill's bail-in provisions must not apply to bank deposits, did not have the chance, and weren't even present when passed. The passage of the bill was a live demonstration of the incredible power that the banking interests wield over the Australian politics. Before it was sold out to those banking interests and embraced neoliberal economics, the old Labor Party called them the money power. The bill is going to backfire on the money power. However, in their desperation for a law that confiscates people's savings to prop up the too big to fail banks, they have further fueled the revolt in the population against banks and the political elites who serve them. The dirty trick. The biggest scandal about the bill's rushed passage is the dirty trick the government pulled at the last moment to ensure it couldn't be amended to explicitly protect deposits. A CEC delegation was in Parliament House this week meeting politicians from all parties. To expose the true nature of the bill, after having it explained to them, Pauline Hanson's One Nation party proposed the amendment to the bill to clarify that it wouldn't include deposits, which was the government's claim after all. In a meeting with the government on the morning of the Senate's debate, One Nation notified government and Treasury representatives that they intended to move the amendment. The government offered to have their legal experts look at the wording of the amendment. However, it was while One Nation was waiting to hear back from the government's legal experts that the bill was rushed through without their knowledge. Not only did One Nation not get to move their amendment, no One Nation senator was yet present in the chamber. Delayed and exposed by the CEC. At the time of the APRA Crisis Resolution Powers Bill was announced by Treasury Scott Morrison back in August 2017, late on Friday afternoon to avoid publicity, the CEC knew that the government intended to sneak it through quickly. After a token consultation period in which 250 CEC supporters and contacts made submissions, Morrison introduced the bill on the 19th of October. It is now clear from how quickly it was rushed through this week that the bill would have been passed in late October or early November, except the CEC's mobilisation prompted the Greens to refer it to the Senate Economics Legislation Committee. That inquiry prompted the Greens to refer it to the Senate Economics Legislation Committee. That inquiry was crucial because it proved that the level of intense public opposition to bail-in powers. The committee reported receiving more than 1,000 submissions from the public. But this was an understatement. The chair of the committee told a CEC delegation she had received around 2,000 emails. Alright guys, if you didn't notice this, our new Prime Minister is actually Scott Morrison, the grub. So he's the one that actually did this. No good. Never knew that till now. The inquiry also exposed the government's subservience to the banking interests, including among the so-called regulators. Despite the huge outcry, they refused to hold public hearings on the submissions. While the Senate committee was forced by the sheer scale of public opposition to question the Treasury and regulators on the clear evidence of the CEC and experts like former APRA researcher Dr. Wilson Sy that the bill could confiscate deposits, it accepted the regulators' high-qualified denials without question and produced a report on the 9th of February calling the financial system unquestionably strong. that recommended the bill be passed. That was pushed through within just 3 sitting days of the committee. The committee produced the report. The staged non-debates in both houses, in which just 4 members of the House of Representatives and the 3 Senate spoke, proved that it was only due to the CEC's mobilization that this bill had been able to be delayed at all. Although the bill ultimately passed, the delay allow time to expose the bail-in agenda to thousands more Australians, as well as many politicians who have been left shocked by the process. Okay, so I won't go too far, but I'll read the last paragraph. Okay, bail in the battle Glass-Steagall the war. The fight against bail-in is a battle in a larger political war for a just, productive financial system that protects people, savings, and serves the real economy. The larger goal includes a Glass-Steagall separation of commercial banks with deposits from all financial services and all forms of speculation. The US law that protected Americans from banking crises for 66 years in 1933 to 1999, only Glass-Steagall can both protect deposits and ensure financial stability. It also includes a national bank so the public credit can be directed into the economic infrastructure and productive industries that make the banks. And more crises in the international financial system, these policies are urgent. The CEC is preparing legislation for Glass-Steagall for Australia to go with its already prepared national bank bill to escalate the fight. Alright, so pretty much what we're at is we're not being told that this has been passed. So when we're coming up to the next financial crisis, which it usually is every 6 years and we're already up to our 10th year, it's not looking great. So from here to 2020, I would say, we're going to see this bill be pushed actually into use, like it's going to happen. So you guys should definitely have a look at it and have a rethink of where your money is and what properties you want to buy or if you want to buy, because the economy is about to go into meltdown, okay? So, yeah, thanks guys for listening and see you later.